Hey class, so for this week's assignment, we're going to be working on a 2D flat illustration, mostly working on a landscape. So we're going to get started by putting together our working space. So what we're going to be doing is going into Create New, and we're going to be working with a landscape. So we're going to stick to 8.5 by 11. Just like that. We want to make sure our orientation is like so. Actually, I'm going to make this a custom size. Let's do 5 by 7. So this is a postcard size. We're going to stick to 300 resolution, make sure that it is a landscape version like so, 5 by 7. And we're going to do RGB color mode. And then we're going to hit create. So this is what our workspace is going to look like. So for this particular assignment, I'm going to ask that we work with our layers palette, and it's extremely important to do so. So I just unlocked the background layer just by double clicking the lock, and that gets rid of the lock over there. So we're going to be working in layers, and we are also going to be using the Lasso tool. Now, if we go over the polygonal tool right here and we click and hold, you'll see here it says Lasso Tool. And what the Lasso tool does, it allows you to draw freehand, and you have a selection here. And the interesting thing about the Lasso tool is it's very loose and easy to use. But there are some quirks about this tool. In order for you to go and deselect your marching ants over here, just go Command D. Alright? You want to make sure you always close your selection, no matter what. If you don't, you're going to have an awkward shape. So let me demonstrate how. So let's say I am drawing something over here, and oops, I did not connect my 2 points here. So I'll start to get this weird shape, which I don't want. So you want to make sure that if you're drawing something on the edge or in the middle of the page, that you completely close your selection. So I'm going right here, I'm going around, and closing my selection like so. Okay? So that way I have a solid shape right here that I have customized according to my drawing, and I don't have any awkward shapes going on just because of the unclosed points. So we want to make sure we always close our selection. Okay? So with that said, I'm looking at a postcard size right now, and I want to start building out my landscape. And I'll mostly be using the Lasso tool. I want to keep my selection of tools simple. The Lasso tool, and I'm going to be working with color. Now I'm actually going to be working with one color, but I'm going to be using shades of it. Just so we can kind of work with hues and different kinds of saturation levels, desaturation, all using one color, but using different levels within that color. So let's say we're working with a like a deep red, for example, and we start off in this particular format like so, and we will do deselect, and then I will make another layer on top, and I probably want to do something like a shade lighter. Now this is just an example for color. I haven't started illustrating anything yet. I want to go into this color by double clicking this square right here and go up. Okay? Once I have that, I'm going to go into my paint bucket tool and click. So that way I'm getting different shades of this red. So this is an example of what you're going to be expecting for this assignment and tutorial, is to work with the Lasso tool. We're going to be working with the paint bucket tool, and we're going to be working with the different shades of one color. We also might be using things like how to desaturate and saturate colors. It's mostly in the image mode, section or the adjustments section right here. I want to say it's the adjustments section, which allows us to manipulate color according to the shade, the light, the values. So you can get pretty creative with those types of options that you have. So I'll see you in the next video as we start to assemble our illustration of our landscape.